Now on Coast TV News.
The last morning of fall is a cold one. Temperatures starting out in the 20s and 30s, and it's going to be cold the next couple days and warms up into Christmas. No snow for Santa this year. Sorry, everybody. Details are on the way.
School scare, the felony charges a student is facing after bringing a BB gun to Sussex Central High School.
Pending projects as two developers make their pitch for growth in the Lewis area.
Kearney's wish for wind, the latest push for a wind farm off our coast, while previous projects have received strong opposition.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. It is Thursday, December 21st, 2023.
And the 21st of December, It is always the shortest day of the year, so prepare accordingly, everybody.
Definitely. I'm missing the sun, I'll be honest with you. I feel like I don't see it enough. Are you feeling like a lack of vitamin D?
I feel like I come in, it's dark,
Yep.
and then I go to bed early. There's not enough sun in my life right now.
Not enough sun.
It's going to change soon.
That's right. Let's bring in first alert meteorologist Bob Chahi. He's tracking that sunshine and also the cold temperatures today, Bob.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Paige. You know, we are lacking that vitamin D. It's the shortest day of the year, 9 hours and 32 minutes of daylight today. And that sun is low in the sky, but it's still nice just to be out there in the full sunshine. We'll see that today, but it's cold and dark right now. 20s and 30s, sub-freezing inland. Along the coast, we're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, and we still see these persistent northwest winds. So the feels like temperatures are into the 20s and 30s. Make sure you layer up, bundle up the kids out the door. We are seeing a few clouds streaming in from the northwest. High pressure still back to our west, so the flow is coming in out of the north and west. So a few clouds possible as we go through the day, but it's still on the cold side. Upper 30s at 9, and we're only cracking the low 40s by noon and only topping out maybe into the mid 40s this afternoon, and maybe a few more clouds this evening. Temperature versus wind chill, actual temperatures 30s and 40s as we go through the day, but with that wind feeling like, well, low to mid 30s at times, so bundle up.
All right, this morning, a Sussex Central High School student is facing felony charges after reportedly bringing a BB gun to the school. Delaware State Police say the 17-year-old scared others by repeatedly pulling the slide off the gun back and letting it go. The school resource officer and constables intervened to detain the teenager. He is being charged with carrying a concealed deadly weapon and possession of a weapon in a safe school zone.
Two developments are awaiting final approval to build along the Lewis-Georgetown Highway. This after a presentation on the proposals in the Delaware Capitol yesterday. This would be hundreds of homes and apartments between the two of them. Cool Spring Crossing is proposed to have residential homes as well as space for restaurants right by Cool Spring Road. And North Star, they're proposing a similar plan, but this would also include around 100 affordable apartments. But nothing can move forward until plans have been finalized.
Well, another wind farm being pushed off our coast. Delaware Governor John Kearney and U.S. Wind are negotiating a potential lease for 3 Arts Beach. This is in the Delaware Seashore State Park. It's an area just south of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. Company says it wants the land for 2 major wind farm projects, looking to run cables under the beach. U.S. Wind is offering up some assistance if it does receive the land, including funding for dredging in coastal areas, an environmental education scholarship, a resiliency fund for climate change projects at state parks, and more.
And along with that proposed project, there's another wind farm that's been proposed off the Delaware coast. Ørsted, a clean energy company, is proposing the Skipjack Wind Project, which is a 966 megawatt offshore wind farm. It's planned to power nearly 300,000 homes.
It's important to note, however, there's no site at the moment for an interconnection facility that would bring cables on shore. Past proposed interconnection facility sites include Bethany Beach, Fenwick Island State Park. Latter was struck down after massive public opposition. Now, in a statement to Coast TV News, Chris Basson, Ørsted stakeholder relations leader in Delaware, said, quote, "We take seriously our responsibility to be a good neighbor and a steward of the environment," end quote.
And he told Coast TV that Ørsted is continuing its analysis of potential landfall locations and cable route options, and that the company is anticipating having a better understanding of Skipjack's path forward in the coming months.
Okay, so with all this, Coast TV poll, we're going to go to that. Now we want to know, what is your view on offshore wind projects.
Yeah, let's take a look at these updated results now. These stayed pretty much the same. So 50% of you oppose the wind farm projects. 48% of you support it. Just 2% of you say you need some more info. So pretty close there, almost a tie. If you haven't voted yet, you still can. Head to coasttvnews.com or our mobile app. We'll show you some updated results later on today. Also today, a new state representative for District 37 will be decided. This is the Millsboro and Georgetown area. This special election is being held following the resignation of former Representative Ruth Briggs King. She moved to a new home over the district line in November. The Delaware Republican Party is now formally endorsing Valerie Jones-Giltner, and Delaware Democrats, they've nominated Jane Hovington for the seat. This election takes place from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. today at the assigned polling locations.
So here's the makeup of the House of Representatives in the General Assembly. There are 41 seats, 41 districts in the state, and no matter what happens today, the Democrats do have a solid majority. Right now they have 26. At the start of the day, the Republicans have 14 seats. The one vacant, that is the 37th district. Briggs King was a Republican, so if Jones-Giltner wins, the makeup of the House will be basically the way it was before that 37th seat became vacant. Now, today schools are closed in the Indian River School District for this election. According to IRSD, Delaware law mandates the closure of public schools serving as polling places for state elections.
In Greenwood, today is your last chance to register to vote for the municipal elections. If you want to cast your vote, you must register at Town Hall. That's open today from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and those elections take place on January 20th.
Taking a live look now at the Israel-Gaza border. Some smoke, again, billowing away in the distance there in the center part of your screen. They are 7 hours ahead of us, their time zone ahead of us here on the East Coast. So it's just after 1 p.m. on the Israeli-Gaza border, and Israel continues military action in response to those brutal attacks in October in which the terrorist organization based in that area that we saw, Hamas, beheaded, kidnapped, committed sexual atrocities against Israeli civilians.
Yeah, and NBC's Bree Jackson shows us now Israeli officials are signaling that they could be ready to strike a deal for another humanitarian pause.
A grim milestone in Gaza. Hamas authorities estimate the death toll has reached 20,000, including thousands of children. Those working to save lives say the actual number is likely worse.
The level, the intensity in such a short amount of time, we have not seen that in our history, certainly in the region.
Minimizing civilian casualties and bringing the Israel-Hamas war to an end as quickly as possible are top priorities for the Biden administration heading into the new year. Secretary of State Antony Blinken also wants to see the international pressure campaign on Hamas ramped up.
We hear many countries urging the end to this conflict, which we would all like to see. I hear virtually no one demanding of Hamas that it stop hiding behind civilians, that it lay down its arms, that it surrender.
The U.S. also urging another pause in the fighting and a deal to free the remaining hostages.
We're pushing it. There's no expectation at this point.
Something Israel's president says the country is willing to work toward.
Israel is ready for another humanitarian pause and additional humanitarian aid.
Despite calls for a ceasefire, Israel is vowing to continue the war until Hamas is eliminated. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And the UN Security Council set to meet again today after it failed to agree on a ceasefire resolution that the U.S. would not veto.
Well, we are just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, planning your festive feast this holiday season, why there's an expected influx in customers for local restaurants.
Also, more information on safe driving this holiday season. We're telling you the initiative from the Delaware Office of Highway Safety.
And Forbes finds Barbie is powerful. We'll tell you another accolade for the doll since her movie earlier this year. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. Coverage you can count on.
Discover Coastal Delaware's ultimate senior living experiences at the Lodges of Coastal Delaware. With locations in Rehoboth Beach or Lewis, you can dive into a world of sun, sea, and sand every day. Whether independent living, assisted living, or memory care, here residents enjoy a lively community of friends, laughter, and endless activities. Savor amazing food or grab a drink. The possibilities are endless. Join us and ride the wave of senior living at its finest. No matter the lifestyle you're seeking, we've got options for you.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, our First Alert weather team is always at work.
We have a strong line to begin to press its way through.
Coverage that prioritizes you.
Make sure you are remaining weather aware.
The First Alert weather team, your safety, our commitment.
6:11 on our Thursday morning. Indian River looking a little churned up and a little cold right now, and for good reason. 35 at Ocean View on our gutter helmet camera right now. Inland areas in the 20s and 30s, so below freezing for most of us. We're scraping frost this morning, so leave extra time. A bit of a breeze, and those feels like temperatures are into the 20s and 30s. And we've got a few clouds rolling in, but all in all, it's just going to be a mostly sunny and cold day. Drivecast, I gave you the green light this morning. Cold and dry. Could still be an isolated slick spot from the water from the earlier week storm, and then chilly into the afternoon. And for your PM commute, I gave it the green light as well.
Well, happening in Dagsboro, the town currently looking to fill a spot on the Planning and Zoning Commission. The qualification for this is that the applicants must be a resident or at least a property owner in the town for 3 years. And if you are interested in the position, application can be found on the town's website, and the applications must be received at the Dagsboro Town Hall no later than Tuesday, January 16th at 4:30 p.m. to be considered. Well, this morning, some students from Sussex County Schools getting a little closer to becoming America's future military officers. This after they were nominated to be part of the class of 2028's service academies. This is according to Delaware Senator Tom Carper's office. This year's nominees represent various Delaware high schools and colleges, including schools from Sussex County, and now they are awaiting for admission to top military academies across the country.
Forbes has included Barbie in this year's list of the world's most powerful women. She's the first fictional character to ever be chosen for this list. Forbes pointed to her 2023 Warner Brothers movie. The publication says that Barbie emerged as a symbol not only of female empowerment, but also of the need to fight to recapture power that could be taken away. Since her debut in 1959, Barbie has worked 250 different jobs. She has stayed busy. Toyota is recalling about 1 million vehicles over a potential problem with the passenger airbag. The recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models, including, you'll want to listen to this, the Camry, Sienna, RAV4, as well as Lexus RX 350 and the ES 350. These model years are between 2020 and 2022. Toyota says the occupant classification system sensor is the recalled vehicles could short circuit. Well, more to come this morning. A safe and happy holiday season is what the Delaware Office of Highway Safety wants for you. We'll show you the inclusive session that's being held at Purdue Farms.
And it's a cold start to our full last day of fall. Hershey Exteriors camped 38 in Ocean City. Cold the next couple of days, but then warming up into Christmas. No snow for Santa's arrival, unfortunately. I'll have the details in your full forecast coming up at 6:16. Stay tuned.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount, so it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Come out for the Delmarva Shorebirds Hot Stove Banquet, Thursday, February 8th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Get your tickets today, which include a buffet-style dinner and your opportunity to meet former Orioles pitcher Ben McDonald. Plus, there will be a cash bar and silent auction with sports memorabilia from your favorite MLB and minor league teams. Proceeds benefit the Shorebirds Fly Together Fund. Tickets available now at theshorebirds.com.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
At Spicer Brothers, we're not just about installing roofs. We're about protection, durability, and peace of mind. Our team of skilled professionals can install your last roof using the highest quality materials in as little as 1 day. And we make it easy with on-site design and digital proposal.
And right now, save $1,000 off your new roof. Plus, have peace of mind with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty. And the best part, enjoy no interest and no payments for 18 months.
Call today and schedule your free in-home consultation because you deserve the best.
6:16 a.m. on this Thursday morning, and we're getting another live look at Ocean City there. Airports getting busier by the day for the holiday weekend, so I think the travel forecast is in play here, Bob.
Yes, Matt, can you say hustle and bustle? We are in the thick of it now as far as the holiday travel. And here's your city forecast. Now, we're okay on the East Coast. It's just cold and dry. Midwest, Chicago, 45. Cold there, but look out west. Los Angeles has a 100% chance of thunderstorms. They're getting rain down there in Southern California. But you look at the expected flight delays, and so far, nothing across the board. Baltimore, New York, Philly, D.C., and then back through Chicago and Dallas, all green plains. So that's certainly good news. Here's a closer look and pick out your city that you're flying out to. Once again, it looks like the rain is across Southern California, but pretty much everybody is looking at nice travel conditions all across the East Coast. So safe travels and hope you have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We're looking at temperatures in the 20s and 30s close to home right now as we're looking at a northwesterly breeze still pumping in that cold air, and it feels like 20s and low 30s out the door. So if you are hitting the roads for the weekend travel period, make sure you bring a change of clothes as well, because it's going to go from cold to warm across the East Coast. As we're looking at mostly clear skies right now, just some clouds filtering in from the north and west with high pressure, sprawling high pressure back to our west. You can see some clouds increasing across the Midwest, but if flying into Chicago, back through Tennessee, the Carolinas, New York, or Boston, well, you're not going to be dealing with any big storms, so that's good. We're looking at the chilly conditions all day long today with highs only into the 40s. A few more clouds for this evening. Here's Futurecast at midnight. Temperatures in the 30s. By Friday morning, 30s, and I think we'll start to add more clouds to the mix, and that might make it feel even colder tomorrow. Perhaps you're doing that last-minute shopping Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock, looking at temperatures into the 40s, and it will be, well, very chilly, especially with the wind persistently out of the north, basically the next couple of days, even out of the northeast at times. So just kind of adding that chill to the air. It feels like temperature this afternoon, 30s and 40s. At night, it feels like 20s and 30s. And by Friday, feeling like 30s and 40s. Here's Christmas Eve. We're looking at dry conditions, mild conditions as well. Santa, yes, he'll need the wheels for the sleigh. No snow for us as we go into Christmas morning. We're looking at dry conditions, but increasing clouds through the day and mild. And then the day after Christmas, looks like we start to increase our rain chances. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Cold through Friday, mid-40s, 51 Saturday. Saturday, Christmas Eve up to 55. So looking like temperatures in the 40s for Christmas Eve services. And then Monday, Christmas Day, 57. Then the rain and mild Tuesday on into Wednesday.
Thank you, Bob. Workers at Purdue Farms are driving safer this holiday season. The Delaware Office of Highway Safety is partnering with Purdue Farms for the annual Safe Family Holiday Campaign. People learned about holiday roadway dangers and received language-specific materials that they could share with loved ones. The event also featured custom-safe family holiday mocktails. These highlight non-alcoholic options to promote safe driving practices, especially during the holiday season.
Most of our accidents in Delaware are October to December, kind of holiday time of year. So if we can get a lot of information out there to our associates about it, share it with family members, hopefully it makes it a little safer, a little better this year.
And the Office of Highway Safety and Purdue Farms continuing to promote trilingual safe family holiday education and safety in Delaware facilities.
A man is facing charges after being arrested for his 5th DUI offense. That's according to Delaware State Police. This arrest happened in Lewis, where 40-year-old Shane Massey from Georgetown was found asleep at the wheel on Coastal Highway. Troopers say he had signs of impairment, and police conducted sobriety tests that led to his arrest. After a check, it was revealed he had 4 prior DUI convictions. Massey is now facing charges for felony DUI and driving with a suspended license.
Holiday season is here, and with it comes many fun activities for people of all ages to enjoy. One of these that we like is the holiday lights and decorations that are put up all over Delmarva. So on your screen, we got seashells and jingle bells. A little bit of a rhyme there, Paige.
Yeah.
And that's the theme of this Christmas that we're seeing. We love all the decorations, and we also love seeing the people who are proud to send this in. This is Cindy. This was sent to us by Cindy and Lewis.
One of my favorite parts, though, is Cindy's sweater. And in case you didn't hear me last hour, Cindy, shoot me an email. I want to know where you got that sweater. It's so cute. All right, well, we want to keep seeing how you decorate your house for the holiday season. So go ahead, take a look at your screen. You can send us pictures and any videos you have to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Why do people open up differently here?
You are too much, Tamron Hall.
Do things they've never done before. It's how she makes you feel. There's only one Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on Coast TV.
Get live radar and severe weather alerts. Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app. Brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Next movie openings coming out at the Cinema Art Theater in Lewis. These are for the holiday season. The Holdovers, Dream Scenario, and The Boy and the Heron, they're all open December 22nd. The Rehoboth Beach Film Society says its 4th production of the Metropolitan Opera Live in HD 2023-2024 season, that opens December 23rd at 4 p.m. And a Christmas Day tradition for many is going to the movies, and this year the theater is screening Dreaming of a Jewish Christmas at 4 p.m.
Only 4 days left until family and friends gather around the table to feast, and some restaurant owners locally are saying that more people are looking to spend time with them and less time in their own kitchen. Restaurants like Touch of Italy and Harvest Tide Steakhouse will once again be open Christmas Eve and Christmas Day this year. The manager of Harvest Tide is saying that holidays are actually becoming one of the busiest days of the year. They expect to seat at least 200 guests Christmas Day.
We've tried closing Christmas Eve, open Christmas. We've flip-flopped back and forth. People really have a high demand for that for us here.
And if you are looking to have someone else do your cooking and your kitchen cleaning, a list of restaurants open on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day can be found on our website, coasttvnews.com.
Well, joining us again is First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Shortest day of the year, producing some very cold temperatures.
Yeah, and on top of that, we have full sunshine today. It's just the sun is so low in the sky. We've got this cold air mass in place, and the wind still coming out of the north will make for a cold day with the sunny conditions. Only 44 in Georgetown. Rehoboth Beach only around 40. Ouch. 44 in Laurel. Lower 40s up near Dover. Eastern Shore, you're looking at mid-40s from Easton down through Vienna, Cambridge, around 44 for you. And then farther to the south, Princess Anne 46, Crisfield the same, and Chincoteague a little warmer at 48. We do warm it up for Santa's arrival towards Christmas. A not so white Christmas on the way. I'll have that forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Also coming up after the break, cleanup efforts after the Lincoln Memorial was vandalized. We'll tell you what officials say the vandals wrote on that memorial.
Also, home in time for the holidays. You got details of the prisoner swap between the United States and Venezuela.
And growth on Route 9. We're telling you about 2 developments proposed along the Lewis-Georgetown Highway. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
Elmer's Market, located on Route 404 in Georgetown, open all year round, offers local produce, meats, seafood, and delicious baked goods. We're more than just a produce stand. Take a stroll outside to our garden center. We have plants, shrubs, trees, and decor for the yard. Stop for a selection of unique gifts from local artisans and wreaths for the holidays. Get 10% off your purchase just by mentioning this ad. Elmer's Market, produce, grocery, and garden, bringing you fresh, local quality at its best.
A child abandoned by his mother will return 20 years later to confront her.
Te haré pagar lo que hiciste.
And his future will take an unexpected turn.
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Ulcemal.
¿Quién demonios te crees? ¿Qué quieres?
A ti. Amor Imposible. Monday through Friday, 10 p.m., 9 Central, on Telemundo.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. This is Coast TV News Today.
December 21st, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
At 6:28 a.m. as we make our way on this Thursday morning, 4 days until Christmas. Where did this month go, Paige?
I know. It makes me sad. Doesn't it make you sad?
Yeah, because I feel like once we get past here, it's just the yucky January, February, blah of winter.
It's just cold. It's just dark. And
you take the lights down. Although I know you probably keep your lights up until Easter.
Easter's a little far for me. I'm thinking like Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're better this year.
Yeah, I'll be a little better this year. I just, like you said, it just makes you happier because there's not as much to look forward to.
Right.
Yeah, well, let's try to be more optimistic.
We're going to look forward to someone who brings a lot of joy to our lives, our First Alert meteorologist, Bob Trihey. How about that one, Bob?
I like that. I like that. I don't know how sincere it is, but I like it. No. Thanks a lot, Matt. And yeah, let's bring the joy to the holidays. We'll worry about the post-holiday stuff after the holidays. But leading up to the holidays, we're looking at dry and cold weather. Out the door this morning, 20s and 30s, 32 in Milton, 33 in Millsboro, 32 in Selbyville, 40 in Rehoboth right now, so it's a little milder along the beach, so to speak, a little bit of a breeze. And what it feels like on your exposed skin is 20s and 30s, so bundle up out the door. Mainly clear skies. There are some clouds moving in from the northwest, however, around high pressure to our west, so maybe a few clouds. Otherwise, we're looking at a cold day, mid-morning near 40, lower 40s at noon. I think we only top out in the mid-40s as we go into the afternoon. And if you're out and about this evening, maybe doing some last-minute shopping, it will be quite chilly as the winds continue to come out of the north. A cold day today and tomorrow, but a warm up as we head towards Christmas and a warm landing for Santa. I'll have your Christmas forecast coming up in just a little bit.
The effort continuing this month to build hundreds of new homes being pitched by two developers west of Lewis along Route 9. These plans were presented to a state board in Dover.
Now, two developers making the presentations on Wednesday at the preliminary land use service meeting. One plan is for the Five Points area near the vineyards, the other is just west of that area.
Yeah, however, some neighbors are a bit skeptical if this area can support that kind of growth. CoastTV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us what the future of this well-traveled roadway could look like.
These are the locations for two massive developments on Route 9. Both Cool Spring Crossing and North Star aim to bring countless houses to the area. Susan Brooks says it's too much, too fast.
I'd like it to slow down a bit. I think it's a beautiful area. I love it here. But the more and more people we get, the tougher it's going to be to get around.
The North Star development would add 700 homes, thousands of acres of commercial space, and around 100 affordable housing options. But Stephanie Wushner worries more development will change the feel of Sussex County.
Where's going to be the open land if everything gets developed?
In a meeting in Dover, the developer said this stretch of the road is part of the Henlopen Transportation Improvement District, where the state is already making preparations for more traffic, but some people still don't like it.
What makes Delaware so nice is these quaint little small towns, and if everybody is moving in from everywhere and making, just cluttering up our land around us, it just seems like, it's changing what we came here for.
The other development, called Cool Spring Crossing, has been in the works for years now. It's a similar plan to North Star, but even bigger, adding an expected 2,000 homes, 700 of which would be considered workforce housing. According to the developer's website, it believes in, quote, giving back to where we live. Both of these projects are still in the working stage, and both are still awaiting final approvals. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, CoastTV News.
Today, a new state representative for District 37 in Delaware will be decided. This is for mostly the Millsboro and Georgetown area. A special election is being held following the resignation of former Representative Ruth Briggs King. She moved to a new home over the district line in November. Healthcare specialist Republican Valerie Jones-Giltner is on the ballot, along with Sussex County Democrat Chair Jane Hovington. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
If you live in Laurel, there's a new curfew you need to be made aware of. According to the town, the curfew will now be for everyone 17 and younger, and that curfew time is 11 p.m. This will go from Monday through Sunday, and its effective date is for this curfew is the first day of the new year.
An update on a crash we reported to you last month. A man has now died due to his injuries. Crash happened on November 3rd in Seaford. This is when a Chevy box truck pulled out in front of a Ford F-150 at the intersection of Ferry Road and Woodpecker Road, causing a collision. There were two people in each vehicle. All of them were taken to an area hospital. The 58-year-old driver of the Ford truck, Seaford man, now dead due to those injuries. None of the names have been released, and even now the investigation is ongoing. Well, there will be especially a happy holiday season for 10 newly freed hostages and their loved ones.
Yeah, on Wednesday, the former detainees were released by Venezuela in addition to 6 wrongfully detained Americans. Venezuela is releasing 4 additional Americans. That's all according to U.S. officials.
White House says it hopes this move will lead to a more democratic Venezuela.
Officials are investigating after the Lincoln Memorial was vandalized with red paint. It was on the steps of that memorial and around the reflecting pool area. The word Gaza was seen on one of the stairs. Officials say the cleanup process might require multiple treatments over several days. Until then, the steps on the west side of the reflecting pool will be closed.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still ahead on CoastTV News today, preserving old-growth forests. We're telling you how President Biden aims to restore millions of acres to combat climate change.
Also, Laurel wrestlers to the finish. The team aims for a second team win. We'll show you their battle against another Henlopen Conference foe.
And you don't want to miss this holiday train. We'll tell you when the attraction leaves the station. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Delmarva's Holiday House is brought to you by Bay to Beach Builders.
You'll be walking in a winter wonderland at Bella Terrace Garden Center this holiday season. From freshly cut Christmas trees and handmade wreaths to poinsettias and Christmas ornaments, let Bella Terra deck your halls and trim your tree. Join us December 17th through December 23rd for our winter decor sale. 50% off winter and holiday decor. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Bella Terrace Garden Center, your one-stop holiday shop. Located right off of Route 16 in Ellendale.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $2,500 on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
The holiday season can bring about stress as they, strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little ones.
That's where Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Send a donation and a holiday card. We may read your wishes on the air.
Businesses can also help bless our children by accepting the Shell Brother Challenge by donating at least $1,000.
Donate online at blessourchildren.org.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
'Cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously.
We're Coast Coast, and we're Delmarva proud.
It is a beautiful start to our Thursday. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam, beautiful sunrise. Some clouds that I've been talking about drifting in from the northwest, but it's cold right now. Laurel 31. We're looking at 20s and low 30s inland. You'll be scraping the frost. Leave extra time to get the ice off of your car. A little warmer along the beaches as we have a bit of a northwest wind, and we are looking at feels like temperatures right now into the 20s and 30s. And those clouds we just saw on the camera are moving in. We'll call it mostly sunny skies today as we have high pressure just back to our west. Here's today's checklist. You can leave the rain gear at home, but you need that heavier coat. Layer up, hat and gloves. Scrape the car off scrape the ice off the car. Make sure you have that warm beverage and make sure you have the sunglasses. You will need them today.
Thank you. Bethany Beach Police now accepting applications for their 2024 Seasonal Police Officer Academy. Seasonal officers are employed between the months of May and October or until the officer must return back to school if necessary. Bethany Beach Police say that this position is ideal for students to gain experience. The position pays $19 an hour plus overtime, and there is a signing bonus and an end of the season bonus.
We'll soon be able to learn more about Milford's Marshall Street Bike Path Striping Project. The open house set for January 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Public Works facility. This event is going to give people a chance to learn about new bike lanes planned from Southeast 2nd Street to Watergate Boulevard South. And according to city officials, these lanes are part of the 2021 Bicycle Master Plan, aiming to connect downtown Milford with southern areas. City says representatives will be on hand to answer any questions about this project.
One display is keeping the holiday season on track. It's inside the Roland E. Powell Convention Center in Ocean City. The town posted some festive photos on their Facebook along with the schedule for you to see this display. It is open Wednesday through Sunday from 5:30 p.m. until 9 p.m. It's through December 31st. Admission is free, but of course it is the season of giving after all. So while you're there, donations will be accepted for Ocean City Beach Patrol.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. A Henlopen battle in high school wrestling last night. The Caesar Rodney Riders looking to open their season with a victory and facing the Laurel Bulldogs, who were going for their second straight team win. Laurel started the night off solid, leading 23-12 at one point, but at the 150 pounds match, Craig Dixon wasted no time, getting Landon Messick down on the mat, and for the pin, gets that win under 20 seconds, showing pure dominance. At 165, Logan Hefting goes for the double leg takedown, gets to his feet, then later running his opponent right into this pin. A great drive for the senior to get the Riders out in front in this division. And the celebration as well, now to 175. Charles Ellis of Laurel tries to bring Owen Dixon down, but it backfires as Owen is able to stay on top, get in position, and finish the pin. And then we go on to the 190 division up next, and Brent Polk again displaying some strength, getting the turn, driving his feet, and able to get 6 points of his own for the Riders. 2 more to go. First at the 215-pound division from the 215 pounds class, Owen Meister. And he enjoys the holiday season, dominating this matchup. And last but not least, the heavyweight division at 285, talented football lineman Joseph Bayard of Laurel able to get the rolling slam and pin to finish out the night, but they would fall short as CR would win 42-33. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And don't forget to tune in to CoastTV for some Saturday football. Saturday we're talking about, it's the Bengals and Steelers. This is at 4:30 p.m. And then we will have your hyper local news broadcast at 11 p.m. Again, this is Saturday night.
Hey everybody, here's what's happening today at 4 o'clock right here on Coast Life.
We know you like that juicy, spicy gossip. We are spilling the tea both figuratively and literally.
And you probably have your kids home for the holiday weekend or for their holiday break. We're giving you some fun TikTok trends to try out with them.
And maybe you are looking to introduce a four-legged friend into your family this holiday season. We're going to introduce you to an adoptable pet with the Pet of the Week.
All of that and a whole lot more is happening today at 4 o'clock right here on Coast Life.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
At Draper Media, we offer more than TV and radio advertising. We reach your customers wherever they are, at the gas pump, in bars and restaurants, driving around Delmarva, in a taxi or rideshare at the beach, on social media, or searching for products and services, checking their email, and listening to podcasts or streaming video. Let our team build a plan that best fits your business. Email Frank Hamilton today.
Get the CoastTV First Alert Weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app, brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It is 6:43 on this Thursday morning. Bob, we're taking a live look right now at Seaford, where it kind of looks a little spooky there in Seaford, doesn't it? The sun's on its way up, kind of creating those gray skies there.
Yeah, the sun is still about a half hour out from coming up, and it is a little spooky, so to say, as we have some of those clouds that are rolling in this morning. But we will be keeping it dry, and make sure you scan the QR code right there. Get your phone in camera mode, and you can download the CoastTV weather app. It's important to have as we go into the holiday weekend. And here's some more important information, your airport travel information. And if you're traveling across the East Coast, we're in good shape. Baltimore, New York, Philly, D.C., all looking at temperatures in the 30s and 40s today and staying dry. Into the Midwest, looks like a better chance of a shower or so in Chicago, 45, and a 100% chance of thunderstorms in L.A. It looks like Southern California gets into a lot of rain. So if you're traveling there, that's where we could see some delays. Otherwise, now and this morning and this afternoon, East Coast, Midwest, and the West Coast, we're all in good shape. And as far as weather delays, not seeing really anything going on across the East. It's across the West that is the concern, and Southern California. Closer to home on the East Coast, 20s and 30s out the door this morning. It is chilly. We have a bit of a northwest breeze, and that feels like temperature is in the 20s and 30s. So make sure you bundle up. We do have some clouds moving in. We are keeping it dry with cold high pressure pretty much over us, and that extends farther back to the west, keeping our weather quiet but cold. Here's Futurecast as we scroll through the day. Here's 2:30. Highs only in the low to mid 40s. Maybe some clouds this evening and a few more clouds overnight, but still cold into Friday morning with temperatures in the 30s. And Friday, much like today, will be another cold day, maybe a few more clouds and temperatures into the 40s. And we keep some of those clouds going into the evening hours. But you see the winds are predominantly out of the north the next couple of days, and that continues to push the cold air in. Here's Friday at 12:30 a.m. with northeast winds, and we keep those winds pretty much out of the north through time. And here is future feels like temperatures this morning. Feels like 20s and 30s, 30s and 40s into the afternoon despite the sunshine. And then into Friday morning, still feeling like 20s and 30s and cold into Friday afternoon. We're looking at a mild Christmas on the way. Here's Christmas Eve, Sunday evening, looking at mainly clear skies. And then we start to see some clouds moving in. But if you're going to midnight mass, we're looking at dry and chilly conditions. And then for Santa's arrival, it will be mild with increasing clouds on Christmas Day and temperatures into the 50s. Then maybe some of you returning gifts on Tuesday. We're looking at some rain building in. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, mid-40s today and tomorrow. 51 Saturday, more clouds than sun. And then for Santa, hello, Santa, 55 degrees, very, very mild. And then by Christmas Day, even warmer, 57 with increasing clouds. And then the rain does build in the day after Christmas on Tuesday, 57, and up to 60 on Wednesday with still a chance of rain.
You're saying is we are not dreaming of a white Christmas. No. All right, thanks, Bob. Well, moving on, preserving old growth forests. The Biden administration claiming this will help with climate change. It involves 112 million acres of mature forest land under federal management. It's the first time since 2007 that the National Forest Service is amending its plan to battle climate change. Old growth forests in Washington, Oregon, and California are capable of absorbing up to 10% of the nation's annual greenhouse gas emissions.
'Tis the season for porch pirates, but thieves in Kent County recently stole right out of people's mailboxes. Delaware State Police say that Mark Morris and Elia Coleman of Dover were arrested Tuesday night. Troopers say that they responded to Wood Duck Lane in the Camden, Wyoming area for reports of people in a white Tahoe driving around and looking inside people's mailboxes. Police say that they found envelopes and packages on the floorboard of that Tahoe. The mail was addressed to people on Hazeltill Road and in the Wild Quail Golf and Country Club. Morris and Coleman were both charged with multiple crimes and released on their own recognizance.
As Christmas gets closer and closer, Maryland State Police, they're increasing patrols along some of the big highways to ensure safety. According to the state police, troopers will be focusing on impaired, aggressive, and distracted driving. The agency says they aim to prevent alcohol-related accidents. While at Comico County, the troopers from the Salisbury Barrack will patrol big highways and what they say are DUI hotspots. And in Worcester County, troopers from the Berlin Barrack will patrol heavily traveled roads.
Everyone's favorite Ken takes on Christmas, and 2 Oscar-winning actresses unveil their latest small screen projects. Here's Rick Damigella with the Hollywood Minute.
Ken everyone gets into the holiday spirit. Barbie star Ryan Gosling released a Christmas-inspired version of the song I'm Just Ken from the hit film soundtrack. The remix is included on an EP of new renditions of the track released on Wednesday.
Do you ever imagine yourself living a completely different life?
Nicole Kidman heads to Hong Kong. This is your first look at the actress's latest TV series titled Expats, which follows a wealthy woman haunted by the loss of her child. The 6-episode show premieres on Amazon Prime Video on January 26th.
Have some pride. Let me do my work and be grateful. Okay?
Kate Winslet takes charge. The actress stars as an authoritarian leader fighting to maintain power in the new series The Regime. Hugh Grant co-stars in the show, which lands on Max on March 3rd. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Each year, approximately 60,000 people in the U.S. will be diagnosed with leukemia. While there's technically no cure, the best shot of something coming close deals with stem cell donation.
Yeah, but as Marty Salt shows us, finding a donor match, it can be very tricky.
Abby Hecker signed up years ago on Be the Match, a registry for blood stem cell donors.
I had actually a cousin who had died of leukemia when I was younger.
Hecker then found out that she matched with a patient the same time she was to begin working in the bone and marrow transplant unit at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center. Her manager recalls.
What a valuable learning experience for her to actually have the opportunity to go through the process herself.
People don't really realize it can be as simple as almost a blood donation.
That's because, in most cases, painful bone marrow harvesting can instead be replaced by peripheral blood donation as a way to extract stem cells.
I got hooked up to the machine, which just meant getting an IV placed in one arm, and I had kind of a needle in the other arm, so they could take my blood out, send it through the machine to collect stem cells, and then send it back.
And eventually into the patient's bloodstream.
We are giving the patient a new immune system with the hopes that if there's any residual cancer cells, the new immune system would get rid of them.
After a year, Hecker will have the opportunity to connect with the patient she helped. But for now, she knows the experience is about
You're really giving somebody the chance at brand new life without cancer.
I'm Marty Salt reporting.
It's now 6:51 this morning. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
Okay, this hour we've got pets that are enjoying their holiday. That's what our producer Alyssa, I think you wrote that one. In this adorable Christmas card on your screen are Bailey and Karma. They are wishing everybody a happy holiday. And this holiday joy was sent to us by Tara. That is a great looking Christmas card.
That's fantastic. We want to keep seeing your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us those adorable photos and telling us what makes your pet so special.
Yep, take a look at your screen. The information where you can email us is right there. And then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
The Bless Our Children campaign is in full swing. Already we've collected almost $300,000. Can you believe it? It's all to help provide Christmas for children who otherwise might go without it.
Yeah, but as we all know, this year is creating hardship for many more people, and the need for help is even larger.
Thank you so much to everyone who has donated to our Bless Our Children campaign already. As you can see, our tree is filling up with cards and your thoughtful messages. This card right here has Santa on it, checking his naughty and nice list. I know everyone on Delmarva is on the nice list this year, especially Bill and Joan Sharp. They are from Milton. They sent us this lovely card and a donation. It really does help make sure that every child on Delmarva has a fantastic Christmas. If you want to help and you want to donate, go to blessourchildren.org.
So if you'd like to donate, you can send a donation and a holiday card, and we may read your well wishes on the air.
Yeah, send in a check or a money order to the address on your screen, or of course you can donate online. Thank you for all of your help ensuring every child on Delmarva has a very Merry Christmas. We'll be right back.
Once upon a time in Rehoboth Beach was a lost little elf, his home far from reach. When all of a sudden he saw a twinkling sign. A magical winter village? Could it be mine? His eyes grew wide as he walked through the doors. The North Pole, you say? No, Shellville, of course. A magical maze was his first stop on the tour. Wasting no time at all, he set out to explore. With so much to discover and so much to do, he knew for a fact all his dreams would come true. After all the excitement, he needed a treat, a warm, tasty beverage to help move his feet. No longer did he feel so lost and alone. Our brave little elf had found a new home.
Rock Shop with Steve Mons. Weekday mornings, 6 till 10. Big 107.7.
Coming up this week on the Delmarva Home Show. We showed some holiday homes off last week, and we thought since this episode airs on Christmas Eve, why not show off some more festive homes? We're touring a holiday home in Milford decked out in black, red, and bling. We're also checking out a home in Delmar that has 15 Christmas trees. The final home we're showing off is in Virginia, and we're giving you an exterior look at Josh's amazing light display. You can watch the Delmarva Home Show on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. on WBOC.
It is 6:55. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. Another wind farm is being pushed for our coast. Delaware Governor John Carney and U.S. Wind are negotiating a potential lease for 3R's Beach at the Delaware Seashore State Park. That is the area just south of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. The company says it wants the land for 2 major wind farm projects and is looking to run cables underneath the beach.
This morning, a Sussex Central High School student facing felony charges after reportedly bringing a BB gun to the school. Delaware State Police say the 17-year-old scared others by repeatedly pulling back the slide and letting it go. He is charged with carrying a concealed deadly weapon and possession of a weapon in a safe school zone.
Today, schools are closed in the Indian River School District for the special election for Delaware's 37th District House seat. According to IRSD, Delaware law mandates the closure of public schools serving as polling places for state elections. All right, it's 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us one final time. Enjoy that sunshine while you can today, Bob.
Yeah, the shortest sunshine of the year. I should say the shortest day of the year as well, because we only have 9 hours and 32 minutes of daylight as we're transitioning from fall to winter, which begins tonight at 10:27. And the last day of fall is pretty chilly out the door this morning. We're in the lower 30s. It will be a frosty start and a cold day, lots of sunshine, but we only top out in the mid 40s and a northerly wind all day long. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 26 tomorrow morning. Another cold day on Friday, 45, but then the warm-up begins into the weekend. Saturday, 51, and for Santa, he's waving, saying, hello, I'm bringing the warm weather. Sunday, 55 degrees, and no white Christmas this year for Delmarva. On Monday, Christmas Day, 57 degrees, and Tuesday, maybe you're returning the gifts. We're looking at rain then, rain on Wednesday with a high of 60, lingering showers into Thursday with 54. Then it looks like we round out the year on a cooler note by next weekend, getting close to New Year's, only 50 with partly cloudy skies.
Not too bad, Bob. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, get your phone, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Thursday morning, everybody.